Hey Branco babes, it's Juliana. I know it's been quite a while, but I am back. And today I'm here with a really awesome Eyes on Fire festival look. I know that a bunch of festivals are coming up this summer, and I'm actually in 2 weeks going to EDC Las Vegas to support my amazing boyfriend Jason, who is Midnight Tyrannosaurus, and he is actually playing EDC Las Vegas this year. So we were very excited, and I thought, why not just do a festival look since it's the occasion, and I know there's so many coming up. So today I wanted to play with a bunch of reds and oranges, and I actually got a freaking Morphe palette. Wow, it's like not real. Like, I was so happy when I got it in the mail, and I got the Morphe 350, so that's what I'm going to be playing with today. And I just saw it and got really inspired by the reds and oranges, and I thought, why not like stray away from the glittery side of festivals and doing all that makeup, because we all know that sweats, like we sweat, and that just goes off by the end of the night. So I was like, why not go with more of like a grungy, eye-catching look that make people look and be like, wow, that's really cool. And it's just a very blended out, seamless look that's very eye-catching, like I said, and it's just going to be an amazing look for any festival this summer, no matter what. I love wearing black, so of course it matches black, but I'm sure you can match this with a bunch of other colors. So I had a lot of fun creating this look today, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. So if you want to see this video, keep on watching. What's up, Branco babes? I already have my whole base on, so we are going to get started right with the eyeshadow. I have contouring, highlighting, blush, eyebrows, all that jazz done. So we're taking a look at the Morphe 350 palette. It is absolutely stunning, and I'm so excited to play with the colors. So the first color we're getting into is our transition shade. This is kind of like a tanny color, tan brown color that's a good transition color for the crease, because this is going to be one of the vital parts of blending, because it's going to be a good base for all the colors you're going to be putting on, because this look today requires so much blending, like a lot of blending. My hand hurt, but it creates such a seamless look, which is perfect. So you're going to be doing the same application on both eyes, just windshield wiper motions back and forth into the crease, and it doesn't have to be perfect, it can be a little messy. Next, we are going to be going in with a more red tone. This is kind of a deeper red, and we are going to be focusing this color in the crease, kind of in the same area as the transition shade. And I'm going to be using kind of a more dense, tightly packed brush, and I'm going to be wiping this in windshield wiper motions in the crease, as you're about to see. And by doing this, this creates kind of your eyelid to look like it has more depth. So this color is going to create the first of many of the red shades, and this kind of just creates the whole shape. So when you're doing this color, you're going to want to start creating your shape and going back and forth. I created more of a angled up eyeshadow shape with this, so if you want to do windshield wiper motions and make it more rounded, you can totally do that, but I definitely prefer the eyeshadow kind of being angled up with this look. Next, we are going to be taking this absolutely stunning color. It is a pretty metallic red. It's very iridescent, and when you put it on, it just kind of gleams whenever you hit the light, which I am obsessed with. And we are going to be applying this with our finger, because I love the pigmentation you get when you use your finger. So I'm just putting this on the lid and kind of getting it up into the crease, because later on we're going to be blending this up. So definitely just pack this as much as you want on your lid and just make sure it's even, and you are all set with that step. Now we are going to get into our favorite word, blending, and we are going to blend that same exact color up from our eyelid and into our crease. As you can see, I'm starting with kind of small motions from the eyelid and just gradually working up my eye. This is going to cater to the shape that you just made with the last color, and you're going to follow that shape with what you're doing with your brush. I really feel like when we blend this shade up from the lid to the crease, it starts to really show us what this eye look is all about. It's all about very stunning and eye-catching look, and it brings out the red, and this is the start of us building up something. So just repeat it on the other eye and keep blending. And I told you blending is going to be our best friend today. So do the same exact thing. Make sure you are going along with your shape of the eyeshadow that you did previously, and just keep blending like there's no tomorrow. So now we are going in with the Real Techniques contouring brush for the eyes, and we are going to be taking this kind of orangey red color. I would say it's more on the orange side, and we are going to take this to marry the two colors in the crease and then transition. This is going to bring out a whole different shade, which I'm loving with this palette, because no matter how many shades you mix together, it makes another shade within another shade within another shade. No matter how much red you're putting on or orange, they still look different, which I'm obsessed with. So you're gonna rub this to marry in the crease and the transition color, and kind of put it on your outer V too, and that's what it should look like after. To keep going with this layering and blending of colors, we are going to be taking the next metallic shade that has amazing pigmentation, and it is kind of a bronze shade, and I am placing this on my outer V with my fingers. I wanted to initially place it with my fingers just to set it down and to be able to really pack on the color in the outer V, because I feel like this brought a whole different dimension, like I was saying. And we are going to be taking a shader brush, and we are going to be blending this in. I'm going very lightly in windshield wiper motions and making sure this is blending seamlessly so we have no harsh lines. To top off our eye look, we are going to be taking an angled brush, and we are going to be dipping this in the lightest shade in the palette. We are going to use this to highlight our eyebrow bone. I just picked something super simple, just a white shade to really tie it in and still bring intensity to the eye. And you're just going to be bringing this right underneath your eyebrow bone. This color added just the perfect amount of highlight to the look. Now we are going in with the Scandal Eyes Waterproof Kohl Liner in the shade 003, which is brown. And I'm placing this in my inner waterline on the bottom lash line. I did this because I felt like it created that whole grungy, smoky vibe I wanted. And brown really brings out hazel green eyes, but it would look great on anyone's eyes. And now we look like a punk rocker. So now that we're not stuck at that phase, we're going to go to the bottom lash line, and we are going to play with some colors underneath there to create the dimension and the smokiness that we are wanting in this look. We are going to go in with that color that we used to marry the transition and the crease shade, and we are going to use an angled brush to put this right by our tear duct and drag it out kind of right to the middle of our lower lash line. You can pile as much as you want on here to make it as smoky as you want, but as these colors are known, they're very pigmented, so you won't need to slap too much on there. Next, we are going to take that really bronzy, beautiful pigmented color, and we're going to put that in the middle of our lower lash line. I wanted to kind of create a tri-color on the lower lash line, which ends up looking really great. So just make sure to put this on the middle of your lower lash line, and it kind of blends in with the first color. And lastly, for our lower lash line, we are going to use that red shade that we used in the beginning right after the transition color. And we are going to put this on the outer part of our lower lash line and kind of dragging it up to where our eyeshadow ends at the top. This is going to create the really seamless look that makes the eyeshadow blend together, and I think the lower lash line just really tied in the whole look. Now we are going in with a simple blending brush and just blending these bottom lash line colors together. This creates that look that blends all the shades together and creates a really cool dimension on the bottom that ties in perfectly to the top. And since I couldn't resist, I thought, why not give us more of a pop underneath the eyebrow bone? And I used my holographic highlighter from Makeup Revolution. This highlight I figured would be perfect for a festival look, even on your eyes, because it does glow in the light and it just shows a different dimension every time you hit it. And it's kind of like you're gleaming. So I thought, why not add this to our eyebrow bone to really make that fire look stand out. Next, we are going to create our wing with some liner. I'm going in with the Smashbox Limitless Liquid Liner Pen in Jet Black. Sorry, I had a little trouble saying that, but again, it's the Smashbox Limitless Liquid Liner Pen in Jet Black. I love this eyeliner pen because it's kind of like a marker, but it's also liquid, which I love liquid liner, and it's very easy to control. And as you see, I'm just going up and creating a wing shape. And you're going to go up to the point of the highest part of your wing and then connect that down.
The universe shall embrace you.
And once you're done perfecting that wing, you're going to go and drag the eyeliner down near your tear duct. I wanted to have it all the way down to create a more grungy look. So after you do that, it should end up like this. Now we are applying our lashes. I cannot do those on camera, so when you're done, they should look like that. And moving on from lashes, I always say that it's best to set your lashes with mascara because that does marry your lashes and the fake lashes together to make it look more natural. I usually don't ever use lashes that are too intense so they do look more natural on the face, but using lashes with this look was vital to me because I feel like it made your eyes pop a lot. Moving on to the lips, I'm going to be using one of my favorite lipsticks for the summer. It is from Milani and it is called Bronze Beauty. I picked this lip shade because I feel like it accented the eyeshadow look perfectly. Because if you really want to stand out with your eyeshadow, why not have your lipstick match it and make it look like fire too? So that's exactly why I picked this lip shade. Lastly, to add some pizzazz to our lip color, I'm going to be taking a very light gold shade from the palette that has a lot of pigmentation, and I'm going to be placing this in the center of my lips. This draws more attention to the center of your lips, making them appear bigger, and I believe that this really looked good with this specific lip color because the darker bronze shade and the light gold look beautiful together. And finally, after all that blending, we are finished. Alright, Branco babes, this is the final look. I had so much fun creating this look for you guys today. I love playing with the oranges, reds, and if you guys have any more colors you want to see me play with my new Morphe 350 palette, let's all thank Morphe for a second because I'm so happy I finally got one. But if you guys have any more colors you want to see me play with, please let me know. But I really love doing this festival look for you guys today. And if you do rock this at a festival, please make sure to tag Branco Beauty and hashtag Branco Beauty on Instagram. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. We love you.